This conference will now be recorded.
So in the previous session, we have discussed about the process builder, and we have discussed what exactly the process builder and what is the use, what kind of actions that we can automate through process builder we have discussed in the previous session. Now, and then along with that, we have discussed about an action called as email alerts. How can we automate the email notifications through process builder? We have discussed practically. So now let's see one more action as part of this process builder. How can we do this? Now today I will show you one more small use case, how to create a record through process builder. Okay, how to create a record through process builder. Okay, now let's see practically in this case. Creating.
Sir, the assignments which shown in the notepad is related to what, sir? I think yesterday.
Sorry? These are
Now
process builder.
I mean, on the notepad we can see two assignments, right? So those
Yes, right.
assignments related to what? I mean, yesterday
the
we didn't
process
get
builder.
any.
Regarding the process builder only, because I have showed you how can we send the email notifications to the people upon creating a new hiring manager record. So for that reason, here I have given two assignments over here. Like whenever I'm going to be creating a new case record, okay, which is of type high priority, then you have to send one email notification. That's what I have given the assignment. Configure a process on the case object to notify the case owner upon creating a high priority case. As soon as whenever you are creating a new case which is having the priority equals to high, then immediately I want to send one email notification to the case owner. This is one process you have to configure. Second one, configure a process on the lead object to notify the lead person upon creating a new lead record for Hyderabad location with a banking industry. So while creating and updating the lead record also I want to notify. So we have to select that criteria as created and edited also, both. Upon creating a new lead record or upon updating an existing lead record, if the lead record's location is nothing but city is equals to Hyderabad and industry equals to banking, then send the notification to the people. For that one, we have given two assignments to you to configure through email notifications. Okay, now. So now today I'm going to be discussing about one more use case, okay, to create the records inside this object. That already told you by using process builder, we can create the records also, not only sending the email notifications, we can create some records also inside your object. In the yesterday session, I've given that complete information as well. By using process builder, we can create some new records inside the object also. That possibility is available. Then how can we create the records through process builder? Now let's see practically in this case today. Let me show you a practical use case to you so that you can able to work on this.
Feroz, did you add the assignments today?
No, yesterday only. Upon uploading this document, only I have placed these assignments inside that. Already inside your Google Drive, these assignments is also there in your document.
Okay.
Did you check the document at least?
No, actually, like yesterday, once the class, like in the class, you didn't give us, right? So I was
Yeah, I
thinking
haven't
about.
given that. Okay, once the class is over and upon updating this document into the Google Drive, I have added these two assignments.
Okay.
Okay. So now let's see how can we create the records. Now, let me give the note point here. By using process builder, we can create new records by using process builder. We can create new records inside the associated object. It may be independent object also. We can create the new records inside the object by passing the values. By passing the values for the required fields through process builder. If you want to create a record, definitely you have to supply some value, right? Because in every object, name field is a mandatory field. Okay, name is a mandatory field. Even though you may be having 100 fields which are optional, okay, name is a mandatory field because name is a standard field given by Salesforce. So that name is a mandatory field. So we have to supply the value for that field, right? Yes. Then how to supply? Through process builder also we can supply the value. How to supply? I will show you practically today. So that's what here I have given that note point. By using process builder, we can create some new records inside the object by passing the values for the required fields through process builder. We no need to enter the value manually at that time. Okay, through process builder itself, we can able to pass the value. That possibility is available. Now, so in this case, how can we create the records inside that object through process builder? Now let's see practically in this case. Now, so let me take a small use case. Now, so let me show you. First of all, let me explain that requirement, and then I will give that use case, and then I will show you the practical part. For example, assume that I'm creating an account record. I'm creating a new account record. I'm indicating some test account. Account size, account number, I'm indicating like some value. Account site, some banking. Type equals to some prospect. Industry equals to some banking. Annual revenue, some 20 lakhs. Rating value, heart. Phone number. Fax number. A website. Ownership, some public. Priority, some high. Active status, some yes. And then I'm giving the billing address also. The cash flat number 111. RK Arcade. Some Srinagar colony. Hyderabad. Telangana. Postal code 500-025. Country and India. These are the values that I have entered. So now, as soon as once I click on this save button, what I want to do is, okay, as soon as once I click on this save button, I want to create a related contact record. For this account, I want to create a related contact record. Because you know that in the initial concept of CRM itself, okay, that already told you, okay, account and the contact are related. There is some relation because contacts are associated with account, where account is the parent, contact is the child. Now, I want to create one related contact record. But upon creating the contact record, generally, how can we create? If you want to create the contact record, we have to go to the contacts tab, click on new button to create a contact record. But here we are having one mandatory field is available. We have first name field, last name field, title, department, and the birth date, lead source, phone number, mobile number, fax number, email ID, and the mailing addresses. All this information is available. So now some sample. I'm entering some last name here. Now, so in this case, what happened? It is creating one contact record because here without entering the last name field value, we can't create that contact. When you click on save, it will be raising that exception. Compulsorily, we have to enter the last name field value. It is a mandatory field. Now what I want to do, whenever I'm going to be creating this account record, upon click on save, now I want to create a related contact. When upon creating this account, if the account records industry equals to banking, okay, if the account records industry equals to banking, and if the account records active status is equals to yes, here we are having the active status. If this active status is equals to yes, if both these conditions are satisfied, if the industry equals to banking and active status is equals to yes, then I want to create a related contact. Suppose if these conditions are not matching, then I don't want to create the related contact record. Okay, if these two conditions are matching, if the account records industry equals to banking and active status equals to yes, then only I want to create a related contact record. Upon creating the contact record, I need to pass some values. So whatever the account name that I have entered, okay, this account name value, this value I would like to copy, this value I want to place inside my contact records over here. Inside my contact records last name, I want to supply this value. That means I would like to copy dynamically. I want to do that here. I want to do this manual process. I want to make it automated through process builder. The process builder has to supply the value for this last name by collecting this data. Will be collecting from account records name field. It will be collecting from account records name field over here. And then here we have phone field. The phone value, whatever the account record phone number that I have entered, this is a phone number value I want to pass to that phone field of contact. And then inside the mobile also I want to pass the same value. Whatever the account records fax value I have entered, now this is a fax value I want to copy into the fax field. And then whatever the address they have entered in the billing address, billing street, billing city, billing state, billing postal code, billing country, whatever these values they have entered, these values I would like to copy into the mailing address. Billing street value I want to copy into mailing street, billing city into mailing city, billing state into mailing state, billing postal code into mailing postal code, billing country into mailing country. That means I want to copy that information over here. This is my requirement. So whenever I'm going to be creating a new account record, if the account records industry equals to banking and active status equals to yes, then create a contact record by passing the value for the contact record from account. Then how can we do that? Now let's see practically. Let me give that use case first, and then I will show you that practical part also. How can we implement this functionality?
Feroz, why are we considering the industry here?
Because that is my requirement. Based on some certain conditions only, I would like to create that related contacts. Not all the cases.
Okay, without the industry also, for every account, we can create a contact.
We can create that, but as part of my business use case, I would like to implement that.
Okay.
Sir, if any contact field is mandatory, that is not available in the account record, then how we can pass the values?
No, we can able to pass the value directly from that process builder itself. We can pass the values. There is a possibility.
For example, in the contact record, some email ID is there, okay, but it is not available in the account record. So
we can pass that value. We can hard code. We can hard code that value in the process builder itself. We can pass that value.
Okay. Can we check once now?
I will show you that. I will show you that one. I will show you that one. Please wait for some time. No. Configure a process on the account object to create a new related contact for the account, to create a new related contact record for the account and find the process while creating the account record whose industry is banking and active status is yes. Active status is yes. And then sync the contact field values. Sync the contact field values from the account as below. I would like to copy the values from account to contact. Now, source field value. Okay, source fields. That means account. And the target fields. That means contact. I would like to copy the data from account to contact. Then which field value should copy into which field, which I would like to show that. Now, so in this case here, inside my account, okay, we are having that name field value. This value I would like to copy it into contact records name field. Contact records last name field. I would like to copy this value into contact records name field. Now, and then inside my account over here, phone field values I want to copy. In my account, fax field values are available. In my account, billing state. Billing state. Billing city. Billing country. Billing postal code. And then I would like to copy this value as well here. Account records ID value. Okay, I would like to copy this value into the respective fields. Now, these values are the source field. Whatever the values I have entered inside my account record, that account record name value, phone value, fax, billing street, billing city, billing state, and then billing postal code, billing country, and the ID. These are the values I would like to copy. Then where we can place this value? Now let me explain. These values I would like to copy. Now this account record name value I would like to copy into contact record last name field. This account record name field value I would like to copy into, so the contact account record phone into contact records phone field, and then contact records mobile field also. That means mobile phone also. In these two places I would like to copy. This is my requirement here. Now, and then account records fax value I would like to copy into contact records fax field. Account record billing street into contact records mailing street. Account record billing state into contact records mailing state. Account records billing city into contact records mailing city. Account records billing country into contact records mailing country. Account records billing postal in value into contact records mailing postal code. Account record ID into inside my contact object I have a field called as account ID field, because this is the relation field. This is the relation field which will be indicating this contact is associated with this particular account. This is my requirement. So this is my use case. So I want to create a process, okay, through process builder, which will be synchronizing the data from account to contact. That means it has to create one contact record which is related to this account, and not only creating the contact, it has to copy the value from account to contact. Okay, it has to copy the value from account to contact, because whenever I'm converting the lead as a customer, then lead values will be copying into account, contact, opportunity. Like the similar way, I want to create a process which should create a related contact record for the account, and then it should copy the account record values into the respective contacts. Then how can we do this one? Now let's see practically. This is my use case here. Then how can we do that? Now let's see. Let me implement this process. So now on what object we need to create the process? On account object. I would like to create the process on account object here. So now I would like to find the process when, if the account records active status is equals to yes and the industry is equals to banking. If the account records active status is equals to yes and the industry equals to banking, then I want to find the process, and then that process should create a related contact record for the account, and then I want to sync the contact field values, okay, from the account like this. Now let's see how can we implement this use case. So previously, sometime before, to implement these kind of use cases, we used to go with the triggers through development, because there is no other alternative way. There is no other alternative way. Only way is development. We used to go with the trigger, and then through trigger only we are writing the code to create the related contacts and opportunities, whatever. But now we can able to avoid that coding part. We can do it through process builder. Process builder is the only way now. Okay, we can able to use without writing the code, just by using configuration, just by using some mouse clicks, we can able to implement that feature. That possibility is available. Now let's see how can we implement this functionality right now. Now let me create the process. So let's go to the process builder now to create a new process. Go to the setup menu. Go to the build menu in the left panel. Click on create. Click on workflows and approvals. Click on process builder. Click on the link process builder to go to the process builder tool. So yesterday we have created a process with the name new HR person onboarding notification. Now I'm creating a new process. So click on new button to create a new process. The process name I'm going to be creating that process to create a related contact for account and sync the data. Okay, process to create a related contact for account and sync the data. That means upon creating that account record, I want to create a process, and then that process should create a related contact for the account, and then it has to sync the data from account to contact automatically. Now select the process when the process has to start. The process has to be get started a record changes. That means whenever a new record has been created or updated, it has to sync this. Now click on save. So now a new process will be getting created. Now specify the conditions what needs to be done in this case. So now this is called as process explorer. Okay, this is called as, this window is called as process explorer. Like as Windows Explorer, whenever we are going to the desktop, when you go to this Windows Explorer here. Okay, like the similar way, this is called as process explorer. In this process explorer, you will be having all the components which is used to create your own process, so that we can able to make some certain things automated. Okay, this is called as process explorer. So now in this case, specify the object and what object you want to create the process on account object. Okay, now I will give some steps also over here. Object name. What is that object name? I would like to indicate the object here. I'm indicating that steps. Process starts when record changes. Object name is account. What will be the conditions to be get verified? I want to check two conditions. I want to verify the account records industry equals to banking. For your information, I'm giving this note points, okay, so that you should not feel any difficulty. You no need to refer the videos again also, and then you can able to directly do the practice. Active status is equals to yes. If both the conditions are satisfied, then only I would like to create a process here. I would like to create a record. Now, let me explain. Select that object name. Select the object that will be account. I'm creating a process on account object. When this process has to be get executed, only when a record is created. Whenever a new record is created, immediately I would like to find this process. Okay, now here I'm indicating that. When a record is created, event name is when a record is created. Now, so now here, I would like to create the process on my account object. So whenever I'm creating a new record inside this account object, okay, I would like to find this process. Click on save. Specify the criteria, nothing but conditions. What conditions you would like to verify, okay, before firing that process. So click on add criteria. I'm indicating that check for the account details. I'm giving some criteria name, check for the account details. What conditions you want me to verify? I want to cross check two conditions here. What are those two? Account industry should be banking and the active status should be yes. So that I'm verifying these conditions. Let's add these conditions over here. Now, when coming to that account industry field value, industry, choose that. If the industry field value equals to, it is a pick list field, equals to the pick list value. What is that value we want to verify? Banking. If the account records industry value is equals to banking. And one more condition. What is that? Active status. So click on add row and then specify that condition over here. Active status. Active status. If the active status is equals to, this is also a pick list, so it is populating the value. What is the check condition you want to verify? Yes. So upon firing this process, I want to verify, upon creating a new account record inside my account object, if the account records industry value is equals to banking, if the account records active status is equals to yes, then only I would like to fire the process. Now click on save. So here it is indicating all the conditions are met, nothing but both should be met, both should be satisfied, then only. Now click on save. Then what is that actions you want to do here? I want to go with that immediate actions over here. Okay, I want to go with that immediate actions. Immediate actions. What is that action type? What is the create a record? Okay, create a record. I want to create a record here. Go to that immediate actions, click on add action. Now, what is that action type you want to do? So it is populating some set of actions, email alerts, invoking the Apex class, creating a record, flows, and post to chatter, create, invoke another process, and then submit the record for approval, updating the record, all these things. But I want to do that creating a record. Now, action name, I'm indicating create a related contact. Create a related contact. Record type, that means here what record you would like to create. It is indicating over here. You want to create one account record, you want to create one asset record, or what? I want to create a contact record over here. Which record you want to create? I want to create a contact record. Select that contact record. Suppose if I'm creating this contact record, then in this contact record there are some mandatory fields are there. What is that? Last name. That's what it is indicating to you over here. So there is a mandatory field is there, last name field. So for this one, set the value for this field. Set field values. Okay, set field value. Set the value for this field, because without this value, contact record will not be created. Then what we can set? We can specify that. Now I'm indicating that. I'm indicating that record type, that is contact, and then set the values. Set the values for the fields. Then how to set the values for the fields? Let me show you now. Now, last name here, because here the last name field, I want to specify. So last name field, for this last name, what is the value you want to specify here? Now, in this last name field, what value you want to specify? So that already have indicated that. Inside this last name field, which value you would like to collect? Account record's name. So I will go to that account record, I will refer this account record, and whatever the name values there I want to collect. So for that one, select that option like as, okay, field reference. That means reference. I'm referencing because I'm not hard coding. If you want to hard code the value, directly we can specify over here. Okay, directly we can specify. So every time it will pass the same value. But I don't want to hard code that. I want to collect the value from account. So go to that field reference. So which field you want to refer? Account record field. Okay, account record field. So select that. Account record, I'm going to be referencing that. So now in that account, which field you want to collect that? Name value, name field value, account name field value. Click on choose. That means what? Whatever the account record that I have created right now, that account record's name value, I'm collecting that. This value I'm going to be passing into my last name field. Okay. If you want to hard code, like as if you want to hard code the email ID, then you can specify the email ID field. You can hard code the email ID value, whatever you want. Okay. Now I want to create this record dynamically by passing the values at runtime. Now I want to set the value for some more fields also, phone number, fax number, everything. Let me do that. How can we implement? Click on add row. So what is that field? Contact record, phone field. Contact record, phone field. That is called as business phone. Okay, business phone. Business phone value. That means this is the phone field. So now phone value will be coming from where? Okay, I'm going to be collecting field reference, account record, phone field here. In that account record, whatever the phone value is available, account phone value, I'm collecting, I'm placing inside this. Next, mobile phone. Mobile phone. In this one, I want to collect the value from phone field only. Account records, phone field value. Whatever the phone number value is available, the same phone number value I am going to be passing into contacts of phone field and then mobile phone field also, both. Next, fax field. I want to specify in the contact business fax. Now, I want to collect the value from where? From the account record fax field. Go to that account and the fax, account fax field. And then, so as of now, we have supplied name, value, phone, fax. Now the billing address information also I want to supply. Click on add row. Here we are having that mailing street.
So without having
mailing street field value, I would like to collect from, okay, field reference from account records billing street. Billing street field value. and then add rows. Mailing city. I want to collect the value from billing city field. Inside that billing account record, whatever the billing city field value is there, I want to copy this information. That's what I have given each and every field over here inside your use case. Okay, from where to where it has to copy. And then mailing state. I want to collect the value from account. So that accounts billing state. Billing state. Everything is available there itself. Nothing different. Nothing we need to write. We have to set from where to where it has to copy. So now mailing postal code. I want to collect the value from account records postal code. That means the billing postal code. Billing zip or postal code. And then mailing country. I want to set the value from field reference. I want to collect the value from billing country. And then up to this is fine. We have supplied all the values, but now I want to make this contact record to be related to this account. I want to make this contact record to be related to this account. For that one, we have to set the ID values over here. Now we have to set the ID value. So inside this contact, we have a field called as account ID. Account ID value. So I would like to collect that field reference. From where we can able to collect this account records ID field value. Okay. Account ID. Whatever the account ID value is available inside my account record, that ID value I'm collecting over here, and then I'm passing to my account ID field of contact. These are the mapping we did. Okay, these are the mapping we did over here. So we can able to pass the values. We can able to collect the value from the accounts, and then we can able to pass these values to the respective contacts. So let me take a screenshot of this particular field mappings over here so that for your reference. So let me save this one for your reference so that upon doing the practice, if you want, we can able to take this one also here as a reference. Now, so now once you have specified all these values, then click on save. We are done with mapping all the fields over here. Okay, we are done with mapping all the fields. Now, once you are done with this one, click on activate. Okay, click on activate. So now click on activate and click on confirm. Now my process is ready. Okay, now my process is ready. Now go back to that setup and then you can test it over here. Okay, set the values for each and every field, and then my process is ready. My process is in active status right now. So from now onwards, whenever I'm creating an account record, it will create a related contact also for me. Now, for example, now I'm creating an account record here. So now I'm creating an account record, okay, with the name Samsurya. Let's go to that account. I'm creating an account record here. Surya Dev. And then account number, some 88, some 71, some value. Account site, some banking. Type, some customer direct. Industry, some banking. Annual revenue, some 27 lakhs. Rating, some heart. Phone number, I'm giving some value. Fax number, I'm giving some value. Website, some reliance.com. Ownership, some public. And the billing state I'm indicating like some flat number, okay, 410, some Satyasai apartments, and some Kukatpalli. City I'm indicating like some Hyderabad. State I'm indicating like some Telangana. Postal code 500, some 034, some value. Country, some India. And then I'm indicating customer priority as high, active status as yes. I have entered some values over here. Now, so I'm going to be creating an account record. Okay, I'm creating an account record with the name Surya Dev. Okay, Surya Dev Kumar, whatever, anything here. So now whenever I'm going to be saving this record, it will file my process, and then my process will verify whether this record is satisfying the conditions or not. So like it will verify if the account records industry is equals to banking or not, it will verify. And then it will verify if the active status is equals to yes or not. Yes, if both are satisfied, then it is going to be collecting the data from this account. It will be creating a new contact record, and the data will be getting syncing from account to contact automatically. Now, click on save button. As soon as once you click on the save button, my account record has been created. It will be creating one related contact also. When you come down, related contact has been created over here. See, related contact record has been created. This is the contact record. If you want to see that, open this contact record in a separate tab. This is the contact record here. This is the contact details. So whatever the data we have entered, it has been copied. So now the name has been copied automatically. And then phone number also copied. Mobile number also. Fax also. And the address information also has been copied automatically. When you go to this one, mailing street, mailing city, state, postal code, country, everything has been copied automatically. Last name also has been copied over here. Inside this last name, it is copying the data, Surya Dev Kumar. And then here also phone number also has copied, fax number also has copied. Like that here, we no need to create the records manually, just we can able to configure a process. That process will take care of automatically. This is how they are implementing the lead conversion process that already told you in the starting classes. Upon converting a lead, it is creating one related, one account, one contact, one opportunity. How? Because like this one. They're creating those records, but sometimes at that time they have implemented through triggers, through development. But now here we can able to achieve with the help of process builder. Previously, almost some 3 years back, we don't have this process builder tool given by Salesforce. They have given recently. Almost since 2.5 years, we are having this process builder. But it's a very powerful tool to automate most of the action. Previously, we used to go with the triggers by writing huge lines of code to implement these kind of functionalities. But now just we can do with the help of some mouse clicks. Now, in this case here, we should be aware of all the configuration features. Why? Because the client will give you the requirement, and then at that time we have to analyze whether it is possible through configuration or not. If it is not possible, then go to the development. Because the client will ask you, they will ask you the justification. So straightforward, I can't say to the client, okay, because I want to go with the development. Why? Because is the client will raise the question, why you are going for development? Then we have to give justification. Boss, we don't have this kind of feature in Salesforce ready-madely. We can't implement that. We can't implement in configuration. We can't implement through mouse pointers. There is no such feature in Salesforce. That's what I want to go with development. For that one, I need this much of time to complete this task. The client is also having some technical people will be there. They will verify whether it is possible or not. But as a developer, it is our responsibility whenever they have assigned a requirement to you. First of all, you have to think in the admin mind. Think in the admin mind whether it is possible through mouse pointers or not. If yes, then go with that. How much time it will take? If not possible, then go with the development. In development, what we need to do? We have to create an Apex class, or we have to create a trigger. We have to create a Visualforce page, or batch class, a schedule class, or what we need to do. We have to list out, then for that one, how much time it will take. We have to give the estimation. Once the client approves that estimation, then only we can start implementing that. Blindly, we can't go with that development. If we are developing everything with development, then no need to go to Salesforce. You can go with Java, .NET also, no problem. That's what here Salesforce has given some limitations in the development also. Upon writing the code in development, Salesforce will count each and every character which you have written. You can't write more than 60 lakhs characters code. Upon writing the code, we can able to write maximum of 60 lakhs characters code. 60 lakhs, not line, 60 lakhs characters. More than that, we can't write. When you try to write, Salesforce won't allow. 60 lakhs characters. Upon writing one line of program also, Salesforce will count how many characters he has written as of now. Once you are reaching to 60 lakhs characters, from there you can't write any more code. That's how they have restricted to the developer. Boss, don't go with development, go to the admin first. If that is not possible, then only come to the development. That's what they're clearly indicating. When you go to your Salesforce instance also, let me show you that. They will count each and every character. Now, when you go to the develop, when you go to the Apex classes, they will be indicating clearly to you over here. So now here they're clearly indicating. Now you are currently using 0 characters, nothing but you haven't written any characters by using Apex programming in your organization out of an allowed limit of 60 lakhs characters. Not more than that. That's what here always you have to go with configuration. Client will enforce you to go with configuration first. Configuration means admin through mouse pointers. Don't go with development always. If it is not possible through admin, then only go with development. That's how we have to do that. That's how we need to reduce the code so that we can improve that application performance. Okay, these are some limitations given by Salesforce. That's what here we have to go with this.
Sir, with curiosity, I'm asking just in the real time, I mean, in the project, administrator and as well as developer, 2 persons will be there, or the one person who will handle both?
Both we have to do. Because as a person, we have to know both admin and development. Why? Because whatever the requirement they are assigning to me, so we don't know whether it is possible admin or development. We have to analyze as a developer. If it is possible through admin, we have to go with that. If it is not possible through admin, we have to write the code for the development. So as a person, we should be aware of both admin and development. Okay. So, very few projects, very few companies are there who are maintaining administrators separate, developers separate. Very few. Okay. Just 1% of the people. 99% of the organizations are having purely the person should be aware of both. If you're having both the knowledge, then you will be getting more benefited. You will be getting more preference. It will be giving more weight for your profile.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
I have a question, sir.
Yeah.
Account object fields to contact object fields. What if account phone number is blank? Does the contact remains the blank, or it tries any error?
No, it will be blank. It will be a blank value.
And one more question. Can you please go to the notepad once? Yeah, here, sir. Process starts when records changes, and here object, yeah, even when the record is created. I mean, process starts when the record is changed. It does means that when the new record is created and when the existing record is edited. So why don't we give here even when the record is edited or recreated?
No, because here upon creating that process itself, we are indicating that. So now the event is whenever the record is created, then I would like to file this process.
Okay.
Okay,
So here,
but upon creating the process here, upon selecting the quickest value, they have given that options like as whenever the event platform event has filed, or if it is invoking from another process, or record changes. That means record may be edited or modified, created. So, but we can decide when exactly we'd like to file, either only created or created and edited, both the cases.
okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay. This is how we are going to be creating the records. Okay, inside your object through
I have
process
a
builder.
question, sir. Excuse me, sorry to interrupt. The account name is a company name,
Yes, right.
whereas the contact's last name is an individual's last name. So,
Right.
so you need something totally different, and whereas the last name is also a mandatory field, so you cannot transfer the account name into last name. So what do I do in such case?
See, for example, assume that. So assume that whenever we are going to be creating the accounts, okay, two cases will be there. First one, assume that I am the person who is going to purchasing the product. Okay. Then who is the account? Myself. Okay. Myself is the person. I'm purchasing the product, a laptop or desktop, whatever. Because Dell people are going to be providing the laptop, so I'm going to purchase that product. So I am the customer. Account means customer. My name will be there in that account name field. Upon creating the contact, also it is passing my name. Suppose when you go to that, okay, TCS people, TCS company is going to be purchasing that Dell products, Dell laptops. Then the account record name will be TCS company, and then the contact will be, we have to pass some different values, or else you can able to give the same values also, because the products are also purchasing by that contact of the same organization. We can able to pass the same value.
Yeah,
Okay?
so it
Or
is
else you can use some different values.
like account name.
If you want to pass some different values, then we have to create that contact manually. We can edit that contact here later.
Oh, okay.
Once the contact is created, we can open that contact record. We can edit it by giving the name whatever you want.
Okay, so that needs to be done manually then. Okay.
Yes.
Got it.
Hello, sir.
Now. So now let's
how
see.
I know if, hello, sir.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
How I know if the two fields are in relationships, sir? In the both the objects, how I know?
Now, so in this case, if you want to know whether both that fields are related or not, okay, we can go to the schema builder. You know the concept of schema builder. In that schema builder, we can see that. Okay, whether these objects are associated or not, what is the relation, the value, everything we can able to see in the schema builder. You know that schema builder concept.
Yes, sir.
Okay, place both the objects on schema builder. By selecting the check boxes, it will be showing that relation from where to where the association is available. We can able to see that.
Can you pass one field value into the two different field values, like account
Yes, yes,
value?
that's what I did, that same thing, right? Account phone number value has supplied to contact phone and the contact mobile phone, both I have supplied. Okay, we can pass one field value into multiple also. The possibility is there.
Thank you.
Excuse me, sir.
Sir, when you gave an example of TCS purchasing a laptop, so in that the account name will be coming up as TCS, and what about in the contact, sir? Will it be the company name?
Sorry?
Okay, I think you didn't hear me. Okay, I'm going to repeat my question, sir. Can you hear me now? Yes.
Yeah, tell me.
In the TCS example, let's say the TCS is purchasing a Dell laptop, so the account name will be TCS, correct?
Right, correct.
What about in the contact? The last name will be whose last name will come there in the contact?
Now, in this case, in that particular TCS company, whatever the admin department is available, nothing but there will be some purchasing department will be there, or procurement department will be there. In that one contact person name we are going to be adding inside this.
Right. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Sir, is it
With hard
mandatory
code,
that
right?
we need
Yes,
to,
we can hard code that value.
Sir, is it mandatory that the two records, I mean, the two objects should be related to each other, or we can just
No,
map?
it's not mandatory. Based on the requirement, we can map.
Okay,
Depends
sir.
upon the business case, we can able to map the associations.
So no relationship is necessary, right?
Yeah, relationship is not mandatory. Based on the business logics, we can able to map the association among the objects.
Sure. Thank you, sir.
Sir,
So
process builder
process builder, yeah.
on the program, which is time taking, sir?
Sorry?
To create a record, which is a process builder or Apex triggers in Apex, which is the time taking process?
No, because here both will be the same. Okay, both will be the same. But the thing is, there we have to write some code, but here we no need to write the code. That is the difference. Okay, here we no need to write that any code. Just through mouse pointers we can able to configure. Even though a normal business person also can do this. But there we need a developer who needs to write some code, who is aware of some Apex programming, who is having some technical skills. But here no need of any technical skills. If you know the navigation, if you know these features configuration, then you can do it manually by your own.
Just now you have created a record, right?
Yes.
Both objects should have a relationship, right?
Both are having some relation. If we don't have the relation also, then both records will be independent. That's it.
Okay, without relation also we can create a record.
We can do that. We can do that. There is a possibility.
So, but we have to check in that case mandatory fields, right?
Yes, right. We have to check for the mandatory fields. We have to supply the value for those mandatory fields through process builder.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. The next one. The next one is updating the record also. We'll see how to update the records. So that already told you in the previous session, upon giving the information about the process builder, through process builder, we can able to update that records also. Okay, we can able to update the records also. So how can we update the records? We can update the records from parent to child also, child to parent also. That possibility is available. Like for example, assume that I'm having the two objects are available. There is an account and a contact. Account object and there is a contact object. Inside my account object, there is an account record. There is an account record. So here we have a contact record. Contact record. But these two objects are related because these two objects are associated. Because here upon implementing this Salesforce CRM, Salesforce people has given that relation between these two objects. These two are related. Okay, these two are related. So in this case, how can we see whether these two are related or not? Okay, let me show you through schema builder. Now, so let's go to the schema builder tool. Go to the build menu. Click on schema builder. Okay, there is an option called as schema builder. Okay, schema builder. So this is the schema builder tool. Schema means what? Structure. Structure in the sense table. So builder, that means we can build, we can create. We can see the existing tables structure also, and we can create that tables also through schema builder. The possibility is available. Now, so now in this case, I want to see the account object and the contact object. When you go to the left panel, okay, when you go to this left panel here, you will be having object names are available: account, activity, asset, asset relationship, like that. All the object names are populated by Salesforce, including your custom object names also. Okay, all standard and custom object names are populated. So what object structure you want to see? I want to see the pictorial format of my object structure. That means in the table what columns are available, I want to know. I want to cross check that. So for that reason, if you want to see the account object structure, just you can go to the account, select the checkbox. So that account object structure will be getting visible to you on the canvas. This is called as canvas, where we can see the pictorial representation of this object. Now, like the similar way, I want to see the contact object structure also. So select this contact object checkbox. Contact object also will be getting visible to you. Contact object also will be getting visible to you over here. You can able to see this. We can drag and drop these components, okay, whatever the way that you want. I want to display the account over here, contact over here. So it is indicating. Now tell me these two are related or not? Yes, these two are related. Now, so in this case, we are having this account and the contact object. These two are having some relation. How there is a link is available between these two. There is a link. So now tell me, whenever I'm going to be having the relation between these two tables, there should be one will be acting as parent, second will be acting as child. Okay, one will be acting as parent, second will be acting as child. Now tell me which one will be the parent, which one will be the child. Is account is parent or contact is parent? No.
Account is parent,
So then,
contact is
how do
child.
we know that? Because whenever we are having the relationship, okay, between these two objects, so one will be the parent, second one will be the child. So in the real world, when between the parent and child, what kind of association? A parent can have one or more number of childs. Okay, a parent can have a number of childs also. That possibility is there. Same concept here also. So when you go to this account, it is starting like as one. Okay, it is starting like the link is starting like as one. But whenever it is reaching to that contact, it is having like as many symbol. This is called as many symbol. That means one to many. That means one account, multiple contacts, one parent, multiple child. So account is the parent and the contact is a child. This is the child. Between these two, there is a relation is available. Okay, there is a relation is available between account and contact, where account is a parent, contact is a child. So based on this link, we can able to identify over here. Okay, now, so in this case, these objects are associated right now. Okay, I have these two objects. These two are having some relation. Okay, these two are having some relation. So now Salesforce is indicating with the help of this blue color line. Now, so in this case, I want to sync the data over here. I want to sync the data. How? Let me show you practically now. First of all, let me show you that use case. Okay, let me show you one example to you, and then I will show you the practical use case. How can we do that? Now, so let's go with that Salesforce instance. For example, I have an account record, like some Aditya Kumar. Already I have an account record. So for this one, there is no related contact. Okay, there is no related contact. So contact records is empty. Contact record is empty. So when you click on this new contact button, observe what will happen. These are the account record details are there. Account name is there, number, site, type, industry, annual revenue, address information, and the phone number, fax number, website, everything is available. Now, when you click on new contact button to create a new contact record for this account, what happened in this case? What you observe? It is collecting that account record name automatically here. It is collecting the phone number from account. It is collecting the fax from account. It is collecting the billing address from account automatically. Okay. So upon click on that new contact button to create a new contact for that account, it will collect the account record name, phone number, fax number, and the billing address into the contact record automatically by default. Suppose I'm giving that name as test contact 1, for example. Let me save this. Now the contact record has been created. Now let me go to the same account again. Okay, Aditya Kumar. So this is the contact. Now I'm creating one more new contact for the same account. So again, it has copied that phone number, fax number, name, address. Now I'm indicating that name as test contact. Let me say. Now let me go to the same account record here. Aditya Kumar again. 2 contacts are available as of now, which are related. One more contact I'm creating. New contact. Here also again phone number has been copied, fax has been copied, address has been copied. I'm giving that contact name as test contact 3. No. So now 3 contacts are available for this account Aditya Kumar. Okay, for this Aditya Kumar, 3 contacts are available. When you come down here, we can able to see in the related list. This is the related list. Here we are having 3 related contacts are available here. Now, so now in this case, what happened? It is collecting the account record phone number. Whatever the phone number that we have entered in this particular account, the same phone number has been copied into my contact also. For example, if I'm changing this account record phone number to all R7s, I have entered all R7s. Now tell me, upon saving this one, will this new phone number will be reflecting into your respective contacts? When you click on new contact button, it is collecting account record phone number automatically, account record phone fax number, account record billing address automatically. Suppose if I'm changing that account record phone, will it be reflecting in our respective contacts? Let's see. I'm changing this account record phone number. When you click on save, observe what will happen. The same phone number has reflected over here? No. But I want to reflect. That is my requirement. Upon creating the contact, it is collecting the account record phone number. Suppose if account record phone number has been modified, changed, it has to update that same into my respective contacts also. I want to change it. How? So that here, I would like to copy the data from where? From account to contact. That means parent to child, because account is a parent, contact is a child. So whenever the account record phone number has been modified, then I want to copy that information into respective contacts. So that here I want to update these values from where to where? From account to contact. That means from parent to child, I would like to reflect. Parent to child, okay, I would like to copy. Generally, this kind of functionality will not be allowed in workflows. It will be supporting by Process Builder. Now here in this case, when you go to this Process Builder will allow you to reflect the data or update the record from parent to child also, or child to parent also. Both are possible over here in Process Builder. That possibility is there. Now then, how can we update the records? Now let me show you with a practical use case. Okay. So now whenever I'm going to be updating the account record phone number, immediately I want to reflect these changes into my respective contact records. For one account, it may be having n number of contacts also, I'm not bothered about that. In all those contacts, it has to reflect in one shot. Previously, to achieve this one, we used to go with the triggers, but now we are doing through process builder. Without writing the code, we can go with process builder also. Then how can we do that? We'll see practically in this case. Now, so let me give that note point over here, and then I will take up a small use case. Here I have given this note point also. In the yesterday's session, we can able to update the records. Update record update. So by using this process builder, we can able to update the records also. Upon updating the records, we can update the records from parent to child objects which may be associated with any relationship as well. That possibility is available. That may be from parent to child also it is possible, and the child to parent also it is possible, which will be given by Salesforce as part of process builder. Then how can we do that? Now let's see practically in this case.
I have a question, sir.
Yes.
The parent contact and the 3 contacts which you created, what is the point in having the same contact number for all the 3 contacts and the parent contact?
Now, because here, for example, whenever we are having that account, like for example, today, Dell people wants to buy my product. So the TCS people wants to buy my product. Assume that we are the Dell organization. TCS is one of the lead who should interested to buy Dell products. So in this case, to whom do we need to contact? To the CEO of the TCS company? No. In the TCS company, so many departments are there. Like some admin department, and then finance department, accounts department. Okay, like that they will be having so many departments. So admin department people are taking care of the responsibility of providing the required resources for their employees. So for the company employees, whatever the resources are required, like as ID cards, access cards, systems, cubicles, environment, whatever the things are required, everything will be taken care by admin people. So I need to contact the admin person first. And then I will be as a sales representative or the salesperson from the Dell. I will contact the one of the admin person, and then I will be adding one contact record. This is the contact person from the admin department for TCS company, because TCS company showed interest to buy our products. So I have contacted that admin person and I have explained that whole information. So these are, you are ready to buy the products in terms of bulk also, so that you were providing some 20% discount. So I have prepared the quotation I have given to that admin person. But admin person is not the right person to take the decision in that company. So whatever the quotation he has collected from me, he is passing that quotation to that accounts department. So accounts department will review that quotation, and then they may approve, they may reject. Once they got approved here, in this case, I need one contact person information from accounts department, because I want to know what about my quotation, the status, whether it has been approved or not. So now here in this case, I'm creating one more contact also with that contact person information from accounts department. So once accounts department people has approved, then they're forwarding the quotation to the finance team. So the finance team is going to be releasing the budget. So when they will release the budget, I don't know. So I need one contact person information from the finance team. So finance team is releasing the budget, and then we're delivering the products to the customer's place. So that means what? TCS is the company who is one of our customer who is going to purchasing the products. But to contact the TCS company, we have 3 contacts. One contact person information from admin department, one contact person from the accounts department, one contact from the finance department. So that here we are collecting multiple contacts also. Okay. Now, this kind of accounts are called as business account. Like a business account. Business account means if the person is nothing but the people who is purchasing the products, those are organizations or businesses, then we are calling it as a business account. Okay. Now, so now here in this case here, so we can able to maintain multiple contacts also for a single account.
Sir, but the
So
point is, if we are we may be taking 3 to 4 people's contact, but the thing is the contact number being the same, copying from the parent object, don't you think, sir, that's not making sense? Because from TCS, admin, finance, all will not have the same contact number, right, sir?
Yes, right. Then we can able to modify. Okay, we can able to create that contact also. They will be having the organization contact number also, and along with that we can able to have that respect to other details. That's what here they will be having the multiple fields, phone number fields. That means this phone value will be coming from the organization. They will be having the mobile field will be also available. When you go to that contact, we have that multiple fields are available. Let's see. You will be having the mobile phone, okay, home phone, other phone, all this information, but this fax will be coming from organization fax number. Phone will be coming from organization phone number. That is nothing but TCS company phone number, not his own. His own means mobile phone number. Okay, we can able to enter these values manually by collecting from that respective person, because person to person they will be having different contact numbers.
So the name we can change it, right, sir?
Yes, we can change that name also at any point of time.
Will it be copied from the parent object?
If you want to copy, then we can implement the process. If you don't want to copy manually, we have to create that record.
No, sir. If we are just clicking on contact from parent field and we are creating a contact, the name and everything will be copied, or will
No. It won't copy that. It won't copy the name. Name will be copying into account name field, not in the last name of that contact person, not in the first name of the contact person.
Okay, then we can put the name manually, right?
Yes, right. Because here, whenever we are going to any of that account record, when you click on this, okay, new contact button, then it will copy that account record name into account name field. That means this contact person belongs to this particular account. That's it. Here we can enter the first name and the last name of the contact person manually.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, now that's what it is not copying mobile phone value is empty. You have to enter, because the person contact number we have to enter in the mobile field. That's what organization phone number will copy it, organization fax number will copy it here. Okay, his person will be having his own email ID. We have to enter all these details manually. Okay,
sir. Thank you.
Now, so now here in this case, how can we update this field values? Now let's see. So we can able to update the records also with the help of process builder. Now let's see how can we do this one. So now in this case, just now we have discussed that whenever I'm going to be creating the contact record for an account, it is collecting the account record phone number, fax number, and the address automatically. Suppose if I'm changing this account record phone number or fax number, I want to reflect these changes into my respective contacts phone and the fax. How can we do that? How can we sync these values? Now let's see practically here. Okay, how can we sync these changes? Now let's see practically in this case. How can we do that? Now let's see. Okay, now. So let's take that small use case. Create a process on the account object to reflect the account records to synchronize. I'm indicating to synchronize the account record phone and fax values into the associated contact records phone and fax fields upon changing the account phone or fax value. Upon changing the account phone or fax values. So whenever I'm changing the account record phone value or the fax value, immediately it has to collect that value, and then that value has to be reflected into the respective contact records phone and the fax fields. Then how can we implement this process? Okay, I will show you practically now. So now guys, can I go ahead or can we continue tomorrow? Because few people yesterday asked me, today is a festival. Can you go ahead?
Can we
Yes, sir.
continue tomorrow, sir?
Sorry?
Can we continue tomorrow?
Because today is a festival, for few people ask me so to have the session for 1 hour. Okay, that's what I'm asking. Can I go ahead for half an hour, or if you want me to stop, I will continue tomorrow?
Tomorrow means Monday or?
No, not tomorrow. Tomorrow we have the session. No breaks. Okay, till next weekend we don't have the breaks.
Okay.
Okay. No.
We have evening session, right? Or not this, huh?
Yes, yes, yes. We have the sessions as usual. No changes.
Yeah, let's have the evening session, sir, then. Because somebody
Okay.
wanted to celebrate, yeah.
Okay, sure. Okay, guys. So we'll continue the session tomorrow morning. This process builder session will continue tomorrow morning. Okay. So, and no breaks in the sessions. Okay. The continuation will be having session till next Sunday. Okay. Tomorrow also we have the session. Use the same meeting link. No changes.
Sunday also we have a class, right?
Yes, yes. This Sunday also we have the session. Next Sunday also we have the session.
Okay. Yeah, we will join at same time.
Yes. Yeah.
Can you please upload